Morning guys, how are we doing? Hope you're good. Tuesday morning. Hope you had a good day yesterday. Everything was good. So what we're going to do today is talk about putting into perspective dads and fitness, so we can really understand what we should be trying to achieve, or what I feel dads should really be trying to achieve before they start worrying about six packs, bouldering shoulders, and a huge chest. All right, formalities. If you're on podcast, please do drop a review. Just give it a quick write-up. Tell somebody about the podcast. Share this video. All those things I'd be super grateful for. Our next intake is for the 29th of October for the 7-day trial. Guys are absolutely smashing it at the minute on the trial, and it's putting them in great shape mentally and physically. All right, so there's a link directly below. Get yourself on before the places go. Okay, so perspective and dad's fitness. Or should I say perspective on dad's fitness? So I see an awful lot of people dads trying to achieve, or putting themselves under pressure to try and achieve the perfect body. Now, guys, you know as well as I do how hard it is just to get through the day being a busy dad, let alone trying to get some form of six-pack or bulging, I can't get my tongue around that, bulging shoulders, say that 10 times, and chest. And, you know, I think a lot of it is stemmed from social media. I think we look at a lot of fucking magazines like Men's Health or Men's Fitness, and we look at that and we think, surely we should be looking at that. And I look at the front cover of those magazines and they're like, get your amazing six-pack in 21 days. Same shit that I see fucking everywhere in the fitness industry when it comes to fucking dads. Yeah, you can lose that bulging gut in 14 days. Do you know what? In 14 days, your mindset will probably only allow you to work out maybe once or twice. And all these fucking false promises for you to go and then buy their magazine just ends up pissing me off and puts you down. And it also gives you the wrong impression as a dad, that you suddenly can overnight be very ripped and being like unbelievable shape, when actually so many of you, or so many dads, don't even find time to train, can't even get the basics right for fitness levels before they start worrying about what they look like. So just to put in perspective, how I sort of, in my intake on it, is almost that dads need to be fit enough to get through the day, stay in control, have the energy levels to then be able to come home and play with the kids at night. Okay, that's how I factor the brotherhood. That's how I work it. You know, you do your 7-day trial, you then do a 21-day introduction program, and that initially is to build up fitness levels, energy levels, function patterns, mobility, things that you need as a dad, things that you need if you've been working a 9-10 hour shift and then come home and you want to play with the kids in the garden, football, or you want to go play cricket or rugby. And it's understanding that you have so much going on in your life that you're mind fucked. Things going on at work, trying to please the wife, trying to pay the mortgage. All of these things, okay? All of these things are super important as well, by the way, you know? And you haven't yet found a schedule or a routine that's going to allow you to be able to get fit, okay? To be able to build up your fitness levels, be able to put a routine in, or a time in your schedule, a time in your day, so that your time management allows you to be able to keep being fit. You know, once you've done a couple of months of actually building up some strategy, some life strategy, putting in some habits, some routines and some structure, so that every sort of day you know exactly what you're doing, every week you know how many times you're going to work out, you know what you're going to work out, you have some structure, balance. Once you've done that for a couple of months, then you can start thinking about, okay, I want to set some bigger goals, I want to achieve some bigger things, I want to actually take this a next step further. But to fucking start with, don't walk past Tesco's magazine aisle, look at Men's Fitness and they're promising you a perfect body in 21 days. Because it's absolutely bullshit. Absolute bullshit. You know? Because you know as well as I do, in those 21 days, you're not gonna get there in 21 days. Do you know, the lads that join a brotherhood, it takes them almost, I reckon, 4 to 6 weeks just to start actually building a system that allows them to be able to train, that allows them to be able to focus on themselves and build up some tactics and life strategies to be able to fit in, to actually get fit. Because they're learning. It's the learning process. I'm trying to get this done. First week, I didn't get any fucking thing done. I was super busy at work. I was super stressed. I'm going to get a couple of workouts done this week. Week 2, I've managed to get 2 workouts in this week. You know, I've eaten a little bit better. Week 3, yes, I've managed to get 3 workouts in. I've now reverted to getting up on the golden hour. Okay, I'm now doing my workouts, my headspace. Week 4, I've managed all my workouts for the week. I've got my morning routine weighed off. I'm feeling much better during the day. I've got more control. And now I seem to have a little bit more energy and drive when I get home. Bang. Sex life goes through the roof. Confidence rises, self-esteem rises, all over a period. But what we haven't achieved in 4 weeks is this ultimate 6-pack, fucking bulging shoulders, chest out, quadtastic, calf metallics, where our body is looking like a temple. What we have established in 4 weeks, and what most magazines and fucking programs should be saying, learn to structure fitness into your life in 4 weeks. Not learn to not look unbelievably sculpted in 4 weeks. It's a selling ploy. It's a marketing fucking fad. And you have to be realistic. You have to be realistic and put things into perspective. Okay. The other thing I wanted to touch on is don't be looking at social media and pictures of dads, with kids who are just like having their picture taken with their top off going, oh, are you taking a picture of me? Fucking absolutely hench and ripped. And the likelihood is that they've probably been fucking working nearly 6 months consistently in the gym just for that photo shoot. Most of the people that you see now are either professional fitness models who train all of the time, who have been, okay, they're not a true reflection of what dads are going through. It's not real, okay? Don't look at that and go, fucking hell, how can he manage to be like that and I can't? You know, he is a so-called dad of 3 and he's looking like that. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some guys who absolutely crush it, but at some point, somewhere along the line, they've managed to build up their structure, or they maybe have done a 12-week program and look amazing and got it all right, but is it sustainable? Can you consistently maintain that? And I think that's the key. Is it sustainable? Is what you're doing sustainable? And you have to ask yourself that question. What happens is so many people do like a program, get in great shape, and then what happens? What happens to all those people? Think at any time that you've done a program. Okay, maybe it's a 6-week program, maybe it's a 12-week program, and it's shit hot. It's really good. It gets you in great condition. It gets you to where you want to be. But then what happens? Are you sustaining it? Is it staying consistent? And I think the problem we don't sustain it is because we haven't done the foundations. We haven't created the foundations, which are building the new habits, the new routines, the new structure. Because something in life gets in the way, and then suddenly fitness is back on hold, and then you're on the phone to another trainer 2 years later going, oh, I used to be super fit, I used to look really great, and then what happened was that work got so busy, I got promoted, and I never found time to train, so I'm really looking to get back in shape. The yo-yo effect, up and down, up and down. So look, let's just summarise. if you're a dad and you're a busy dad, if you can find time to be able to build up some good habits of getting up maybe a little earlier, maybe getting into a good routine when you finish work, whatever suits you best, okay? If you can get your basics right with calories in, calories out, if it's a deficit you're after, if you can just build up your fitness and energy levels to be able to get through the day, to make sure that you're making good decisions, to make sure you've got the energy levels to deal with the demands that life brings you, the energy levels to get home and enjoy home life after work and spend some time with the children, play fighting, football, rugby, cricket, anything like that, then I think you're onto a winner. And like I say, if you're just continuously progression, small wins, 24/7, 365, and you're continuously progressing through the system, through the journey, you then suddenly get to a point where you do want more. So all you do then is start that journey the way that you started your journey at the very beginning. You start introducing a new workout, a new regime, but you've got the foundations weighed off and the principles weighed off. Okay, you've got the basic fitness and energy levels. Seeing a picture on Instagram of a ripped 30-something guy saying, do you want abs in 21 days? Don't fall for it, guys, honestly, because you know as well as I do, it's going to take you 21 days to probably start organising your routine and your life out so that you actually introduce fitness into your life, okay? And the reason I wanted to do this video is because I think a lot of people put so much self-pressure on themselves. So the idea of this video is really to put into perspective some reality of your relationship with fitness and health, the way that you look, okay? And just to really make you think a little bit more about, actually, I am a busy dad. I'm not going to put myself under so much pressure. You know, I am building up my fitness levels and my energy levels. I do have a little bit more in the evening. I do have enough energy to get through the day. You know, it's like a fighter being conditioned to be punched in the face or the stomach all of the time. If you didn't do that conditioning, he'd be fucking knocked down and staying on the floor. If you didn't do that conditioning or keeping yourself fit, keeping your energy levels, then everything that happens through the day seems twice as hard, and it's like getting a blow to the stomach or the head. Whereas when you're fit and strong, you can cope a lot better and you can control even better your emotions, your body, the stress. And that's, I think, that's what I feel. It's just an opinion, okay? It's just what I feel that we should be looking at a little bit more as dads, as fitness, and putting those things into perspective. Thanks for listening. Really appreciate it. Again, if you do get a chance, just when the podcast is finished, just stick a review. It literally would take you 2 seconds if you're sitting on the train or in the office or whatever you're doing. And then obviously please share the video. I think dads need to hear this. I think a large amount of dads just need to hear it, and so that they're not putting so much pressure on themselves, self-pressure, when it comes to their own health and well-being. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.